Right, I'm back with another Destiny video. I just finished playing the new update, which I clearly did not play on PlayStation, which is currently copying the update file behind me. So we'll see if that finishes before this video is done, because it's 2021 and PlayStation 5 is still copying update files. So that's good. I just finished the new stuff. It's not really new per se. Like they didn't launch anything new, like a new Battlegrounds or anything this week. But there is a new kind of Battlegrounds related quest, and then there was also more stuff to do in Presage. Presage, I think it's Presage. That's what everyone is saying. To find out new lore and stuff like that. And then there are just general activities to do. Like this is the first Fallen Saber Nightfall, so we'll see how that goes. I've not tried that yet. I haven't had time. I wanted to get that post done and do this video. And I think there's enough story stuff to talk about with each of these things that I thought it was probably worth its own video. The main bulk of the story this week is a development in the Caiatl is mad at us storyline. We are tasked with the usual, like, go run a battleground, get the chest. It's like an 11-step quest, which sounds really long, but in practice, it's not. You do have to do more than just do the new battleground, though. You have to talk to Crow, and we are not running a mission with Crow like I thought we would. I thought maybe that last week they're like, oh, you gotta run a spy mission with Crow, but all you're doing is doing a battleground to distract the Cabal so Crow can run a mission off screen. What are you gonna do? What Crow finds out is rather disturbing, that Caiatl is apparently planning to assassinate Zavala. And the reason he finds this out is because the Vex prediction engine that is, I think, got taken over by the Scion last week, is forecasting all these futures that do not contain Zavala, like he's dead. And so we are thinking that she has some sort of plan to assassinate him. So our mission is to do a bunch of research to figure out how exactly she's planning on doing that, because it's pretty hard to assassinate Guardians. I mean, the last major character to die was Cade, and it took 11 bosses fighting him at once to kill him, and a special ghost shattering bullet with its own lore behind it. So what's going to happen this time? The core of the quest here is pretty boring and not great. It's essentially just farm some Cabal, farm some Vex, run 4 lost sectors. One's in Europa. I think at least 2 or 3 are in the EDZ. And there's nothing special about them. It's just complete the lost sector. And the grinding for enemies is nothing. Like, you can mostly complete the grinding you need in the course of the single lost sector you're running anyway. At the very end of all this, the getting towards the tail end of the 11 steps there, you discover some sort of late, I forget what it's called, like a late killing device, late separating device. I don't know. It's some sort of device. But Crow figures out the purpose is to separate a single Guardian from their light, like even just temporarily. It's kind of a deconverted bit of tech from the Red War, like Gaul, blanketed the entire Traveler in something that cut off our light. This is like a more personal device that the idea is that like a Scion assassin or sniper or something could like activate it to like knock out Zavala's ghost and then kill Zavala while he is mortal. I don't think this like permanently kills your ghost, or else that would be really problematic, because like as we've seen with Osiris, if you like lose your ghost, like you straight up are just mortal. So that's not great. I don't think it does that, but this is a way that he could potentially be assassinated. Is Zavala going to be assassinated? I really don't think so. Destiny has killed big characters before, but I really doubt that Caiatl is going to end up killing Zavala. I bet we will save him in some way, or he will save himself because he's Zavala and is one of the most powerful Guardians we have. So I'm sure he can survive an assassination attempt. It would just be really weird to kill like the flagship kind of, most beloved, or one of the most beloved characters in the game in like a seasonal plot development mid-season. Like I don't see that happening. I bet there'll be an attempt, and then we have to go seek revenge for that, and that'll be maybe how the strike plays out. I don't know if like preventing Zavala's assassination will be a mission. It seems like something that would be more like a cutscene, especially if it's just a sniper trying to kill Zavala, and I don't know, maybe Crow will save him. That could be like the way Crow really kind of earns everyone's trust and loyalty, takes a bullet for Zavala or whatever, and then ascends to his position as Hunter Vanguard by the end of the season. And wow, my hair is crazy today. Yeah, haircut. But better? Better. Gotcha. Okay. Someone's going to freeze frame that. I shouldn't have done that. That's kind of where this ends. There's no mission after that. It just at the end of all this, you get an Umbral engram. So great. That's always fun. Don't have enough of those. It finished. Now it's playing the music behind me. But I don't know if the mic will even pick that up. Oh, Evie, are you investigating? Yeah, she's been there the whole time. Anyway, the second half of the lore stuff is what's going on with the Glycon and Presage. Will get new dialogue this week, and it's mostly Osiris and Caiatl kind of just. It seems like they're just like chilling, having a cup of coffee together, like talking about weird corrupt Cabal stuff. The bulk of their conversation this week is about how Calus brought the Crown of Sorrow from the Leviathan onto the Glycon, which is like this horribly dark hive artifact that was the focus of the Crown of Sorrow mission and raid. And he's just doing like the most dark, messed up stuff you can on the ship, like communing with the darkness directly, recruiting all the Scorn and their like totally empty minds for this, channeling darkness through our Guardian friend. We hear from that Guardian this time actually, and he has some lines about like how things are kind of like unraveling and how he wish he hadn't come there. Like this is a very different version of Calus than we've seen before. Like we're all like used to Calus in his like Hunger Games, Leviathan opulence. Like look at all my golden stuff and my bathers and my rewards I'm lavishing on you. This is like fully insane Calus. Like look the darkness in the eyes, just drove him crazy. Gonna get the Crown of Sorrow over here. Gonna execute a Guardian and corrupt the entire ship with weird anti-light Scorn goo and things like that. And so this is like a totally another level of what's going on here. I thought there might be like 3 weeks of repeating dialogue. I think there's going to be more than that now. This does not seem like the end of this. I don't know if there's like 9 weeks or however many lore entries there are. But yeah, there's a lot going on here, and it's very creepy and unsettling. And this is fun to run every week, like just to hear the new lines that are unfolding. And you can just run it on normal. You don't need the time limit. I mean, you can really probably solo it at this point. I don't know. I don't think it's that hard to solo. Some people think Master's even easier because there's no darkness zones, but it's up to you. I just ran it with some people I recruited. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Is this going to give me a copyright strike? I'm so new to YouTube. I don't know how that works, but I guess we'll find out, or I'll just talk really loud over it. There's 2 new lore entries. One is about the Guardian in question talking to a bunch of scions that seem like they're scheming and up to something. And the other is Crow in a little cute cutscene with Glint, and where there's a line where he tells him, he's like, yeah, we're rare friends, maybe even legendary friends, but I wouldn't say we're exotic friends. And they talk about how the ghost used to be called pulled pork, and he calls him like pork bun or something. I don't know. It's if you're into adorable Crow stuff, this probably is the segment for you. And now I'm just my plan now is to kind of do the weekly challenges. I got to get the new hammer upgrades. Now we're starting to get to a point where like you can really start unlocking a good amount of stuff for the hammer. So that's more valuable. I'm still, even though they reduced umbrals, I'm still drowning in umbrals for the most part. So I got to clear some of these out. I will start probably doing Fallen Saber runs to see how that goes. I don't really care about Shadow Price that much. I don't think it feels that good, but next week we have Grandmaster starting up, so that'll be a little bit more of an event and something to kind of look forward to. I'm actually going to try and do Grandmasters this time around because I think I have a team and I think I should be decently powered up and have a good loadout. So we'll see how that goes. But those are the big developments from this week so far. There might be more stuff I missed, but it's only been like 2 hours. But I tried to get as much in as I could. So yep, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.